Hey guys and gals, welcome back to another episode of Darwin Mountain Bike Life. I've come out to Robin Falls today because I want to do some camping. So I've loaded up the San Quentin. I'm going to traverse over from this Telstra tower, this old one, to one of the newer Telstra towers, which is over there somewhere. Anyway, I'm going to get changed, I'm going to get kitted up, and I'm going to get ready to go. Hope you enjoy. Okay, so I've gotten changed into my cool AF Reckless Race Concepts gear. So I'll show you what I'm working with today. So that backpack is close to 20 kilos, so this is really going to suck. I've put my ground sheet on my bike, and I've got a little set of shoes there. I've got my spare tube there. Yeah, water bottle, got my one-up components, EDC, pump and multi-tool and all that sort of jazz. Got my Olight 2000 lumen light. We'll be able to have a look at that tonight. I haven't done a video on that yet, so, but yeah, this monstrosity is going to be hard. So obviously this is the first time I've done any sort of bike packing or camping or anything like that. If you have tips, please drop a comment. I need them. If you do like this video by the end of it, give it a thumbs up. Reasons why is the more thumbs up it gets, it gives me more inspiration to, you know, buy some actual real bike packing gear, possibly even a bike later down the track, who knows. And yeah, do some more of these videos. So anyway, I'm going to get kitted up, get suited up and go. This is really hard going with this backpack. Good thing is though, that trail there was actually graded. Last time I came out here, it was, you know, really rough and bumpy and everything like that. So thank God for that, made it a little bit easier going. Anyway, I'm just waiting for my Garmin, which is now connected. Anyway, we'll keep going. So that was pretty cool. I actually bumped into another hiker, and yeah, they were much more experienced than me. I actually made comment that I brought way too much stuff, and yeah, he went, yeah, you can tell it's your first time. So he was actually camping at a spot that I was going to show you, this awesome rock formation. It's just this pillar of rock, and you know, and there's nothing else really around it. But seeing as, you know, that's his campsite, you know, I'll give him respect. I'm not going to go wandering through and taking video of his campsite. You know, we're all out here to enjoy this. I think we're actually pretty close to where we need to be. So we're going to continue on, set up camp, and yeah, get cracking. So I've just arrived at the spot. I don't know if you can see it. There's actually a water goanna right there. Can you see him? You see him? He's right there. This is beautiful. Look, he's coming right at me. How cool is that? So they're called a water monitor. It's absolutely beautiful. Can you see his big flat tail? So he propels himself through the water with it. And yeah, that's now I don't think he actually knows that I'm here. Once I move, he is going to fly off like an absolute rocket, I reckon. Oh no. No, he's going to stay there. Absolutely beautiful. It's like a dark olivey greeny brown with yeah, with those little white, little yellow dots on him. And look at this, there's a waterfall. I never knew this was actually here. So there's a waterfall and a plunge pool right there. Right, this is an amazing camping spot. So I'm going to see if I can camp somewhere around here for tonight. And yeah, the road is only maybe about another, you know, 30 or 40 meters behind me. So this is absolutely amazing that I found this spot. This is absolutely gorgeous. So right, this is why you do this sort of thing, because you just learn about things, to discover amazing things and see cool fellas like him. So anyway, let's go get the bike and get set up. Okay, so I've picked this site to set up camp away from the waterfall because old mate's down there. I'm not afraid of him or anything like that, but you know what? It's going to be loud, it's going to be noisy. I'm going to be right next to the waterfall. What I'm better off doing is just coming back and, you know, and then everyone can enjoy it. So I picked this campsite here because someone's already made camp here before. So, and that was another thing. There's no point in making two camps just so you can be right next to the nice place when it's only just over there. So what I've done is, because I'm hammock sleeping tonight, so I found a few decent trees. I've just cleared a little bit of undergrowth from underneath, and yeah, let's get this hammock switched up. Not bad. Could do with being a bit higher off the ground, I reckon, though. I'll give that a go. Yeah, not bad at all. It's much better. Okay, the next thing that I've got is one of these Austrail hiker flies. I think it's 2.4 by 3 meters. So we are in our tropical wet season. You hear me say that all the time, but we are in our tropical wet season, so I do want to be undercover. So I brought one of these. Okay, so I've just realized that my hammock is in a, you know, beautiful place, apart from this tree, this one right here. So because what I want to do is I actually want to have the bivvy over the top, but the thing is, it's going to, you know, run into that. So sorry, a tarp that should be called. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move that. As good as it is, I'm going to move it, and I'm going to move it to over here. So there's a nice big area. I've got those cords, it stretches very, very far. So yeah, I'm going to move it to over here, and yeah, then I'll be able to stretch the thing out. If I need to move the fireplace, I'll move it. There's a lot of stretch in those ropes, a lot of stretch. But I'm up off the ground. Could do with being a bit higher though, that's the problem. Okay, that works. Little cocoon as well. That'll keep me nice and hot tonight. Alright. Yeah. They're not the easiest things to get out of, especially when you're a bigger guy. Okay. That'll work. Yeah. winning. Sorry about that, guys. I just realised that my GoPro ran out of battery. So barely into the trip and I've already chewed through one GoPro battery. I brought 6 with me, so hopefully they'll all last. Yeah. So I've been watching a few bushcraft videos lately, and pretty interesting stuff. So one thing that I did to try and save a little bit of weight was actually not bring any tent pegs with me. So what I've got to do is I've actually got to fashion some up myself. Same with tent poles as well. So what I'm doing is I found a nice long straight stick. I've cut a bit off of it and now I'm just whittling it down. So I'm going to go get the other knife. This is just too big for the job. All right, so what I've got here is a small little knife. Not my knife. I had a friend that moved away a while back and left a whole bunch of stuff. So he was into his hunting and everything. So he left a whole bunch of stuff behind, including this knife. So what I'm going to do is just going to sharpen this up a bit so I can stake it into the ground, find a lump of wood to bang it in with, and yeah, that's going to be one tent pole. All right, so this is home for tonight. Got the tarp set up, just a little TP formation. I've got the hammock. That's the one. I've got the hammock in there, and I've got my pillow and sleeping bag and a little blow-up mattress to put down just for some insulation. I've got all that put in there, so hopefully that'll keep me dry tonight. Unlike I am now, because I am absolutely dripping in sweat, but that's fine because I'm going to organise sterilising some water, and yeah, we'll do that in a bit. Alright, so I've pushed away a whole bunch of this leaf matter. I'll push away a bit more from here, but I've also built this little stone wall fire break, so hopefully this will you know, keep the fire lit, keep it going, and yeah, that's where I'm going to be doing some cooking and some water sterilising and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, good little thing, that. All right, so you just see me getting together just some different size woods now. That's my tinder. Oh, so that's my kindling, and then, you know, it goes up slightly, it goes up bigger again, and then just goes up bigger again. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get changed out of these nicks, just so, because there's a good possibility that I will get some mad chafe if I keep wearing them. So I bought some board shorts. Board shorts, they're the Northern Territory uniform for guys. So I'm going to get changed into those, and I'm going to go and find some tinder and try lighting this fire without a cigarette lighter or anything like that. So, all right, let's do it. All right, so I'm off on the hunt to find some tinder. So anything fibrous. So there's a few different things around here that I could use. I just need to find them. So there's this one over here. I think this is called the cabbage palm. So, yep, and that has the fibre. So this is a cabbage palm. So what I'm after is this stuff just in here, all this fibrous material. So I want to get a bit of that because that will help me light my fire. That may be enough to do what I need. So as you can see, I've camped just down by this little wet season creek, and I'm not seeing many fish. Hopefully there's more fish back at the waterfall, because it'd be really nice to catch a fish for dinner. If that's going to happen or not, I'm not too sure. But anyway, this is, you know, this is quite nice. You know, I can collect some water from here when I haven't stirred it up and made it muddy. And well, that's the plan at least anyway. And I'm going to be putting it on the boil on my fire once I get it lit. All right, so I've got one of these striking things, but the magnesium rod is only just there. It's not actually around the rest of it. So all those quite beautiful looking lines are actually not part of it. And it also comes with this little striker as well. So I've got the cabbage palm stuff, and I've roughed it up a bit, trying to break up the fibers and everything. So hopefully I'll be able to get a spark into this, and then I'll put it into some dried grass that I've collected that I've roughed up as well. I'll put it on top of that, and then I'll start with all my kindling and just move my way across with the wood that I showed you before. So anyway, let's see if we can get this going. So I've got the billy on, I'm just going to let that boil, and yeah, then I'll have some water. Right, there's some suspicious looking clouds coming in, and yeah, I really need to get some water boiled because I have no sterilised water at the moment. So breaking out this bad boy, and yeah, just going to give it a quick go. Should only take about a minute or two to boil, and then leave it on the rolling boil for about another minute or two, and yeah, then it's all sterilised. Then I've got a stainless steel bottle that I'll put it into and put it in the creek so it can cool off, and then it's all ready to go and drink. So anyway, let's get this bad boy going. Alright, so that's come to the boil now, and it's been boiling for a couple of minutes, so I'm going to take this off and we'll get it all sorted out. So I've got this steel water bottle, it's about 750 ml I think. So what I want to do is I want to pour that into here. So I'm going to do this without burning myself, because I really don't want to get burnt all the way out here, even though it is a beautiful place to get burnt. Careful, careful, careful. Now, stick it in the creek to cool off. Right, stay. Right, so there was a fair few floaties in that last one, so I'm going to do a little thing to try and remove some of those floaties before boiling up the second one. I'm going to boil a second one, I'm going to have it sitting there while that other one cools, so then I'll have at least 2 litres of water sitting around. So anyway. Good old Reckless Race Concepts neck scarf. So let's see if this works. So what I use then to do a bit of a coarse filter, I think it's called, out of my out of that water, so I've got no floaties. It's just my Reckless Race Concepts neck scarf. So you can have this as a bandana, as a hat, filter water, keeps the sun off your neck, which was the main reason that I brought it. So yeah, worked pretty well. I'll just go for a kick around, see what there is, wait for the water to boil. There's my little babbling brook. Some more sticks for fire. So, just in case it rains, I've got a little pile of wood just there, just so I can get the fire going. You shall not pass! A little bit of satire. Alright, so the water's been boiling for a couple of minutes again, so I'm going to switch it off and yeah, put it in. I'll switch it off. So I'm going to switch that off and I'm going to stick it in the creek. Just in beside the other one. And is the other one still hot? My oath, that is still hot. Alright, so I'm just going to chill out for a bit. Then I'll head down to the waterfall and yeah, check out what's around there. I've bought some yabby traps as well, so hopefully there's some yabbies in there. Not too confident on the fishing. I think I'm too high up in the creek for fish to get up here, but you never know your luck in the big city. Absolutely gorgeous out here, oh. So peaceful. So I'm just rigging up a fishing line because it'd be really cool if there's some fish down there to eat. So I've got a couple of packets of noodles for tonight. I was hoping there was going to be some pandanus around, but I think I must be too high up Pandanus mostly sits in areas where it's fairly wet. So yeah, hopefully I catch some fish to supplement my noodles. So actually, you know, even if I get some yabbies, cherubin, which cherubin are actually giant freshwater prawn that occur in northern Australia, and they are absolutely brilliant eating. I'm allergic to normal prawns, but for some strange reason I'm not allergic to cherubin. So if anyone has any knowledge of why that may be, you know, drop a comment down below. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, I'll get this rigged up and yeah, we'll see about catching a fish. So this is a little fishing kit that I brought with me, including a pair of nail clippers. They're actually really handy to cut the line with. So like, I've got my rod and my reel and everything like that, little travel job. I probably don't need it here. I don't see, yeah, many. I honestly didn't even need half of this stuff here. I reckon I probably just needed, you know, some floats and what I brought along with some cork, nice and light, nice and cheap. So, you know, that's just a wine bottle cork that's been cut up. I've got a heap of lures here. All I really needed to bring, I reckon, was just a few sinkers, some hooks, some corks. You know, I don't think I really needed to bring all the rest of this stuff. If I was going to an area where there was, you know, better chances of lure fishing here, I'm just going to use some bait that I brought along. I've just got some chicken necks. Yeah, so, yeah, this is the little kit that I've got. Plus a couple of hand reels and, yeah, like little hand reels. It's got 10-pound line on it. So, yeah, that's what I'm running with. Absolutely beautiful. So I went back and got some shoes because I've got to climb down, and I thought I'd look pretty damn foolish if I cut my foot, and I've got to try and get out of here in that case as well. So yeah, climbing down with some shoes. Absolutely beautiful. So, and I still see no fish. Somehow I think it's just going to be 2-minute noodles tonight. So I just went for a bit of a wander down the creek to see if I could find anywhere that, you know, I could dump the yabby nets in, because none of this looks really promising, and it was absolutely beautiful down there. There's more cascading waterfalls, there's, you know, little plunge pools, everything like that. Didn't see any fish. So I think I'm going to give up on the fishing for tonight. Yeah, so looks like it's just noodles. So that tree there, that's a pandanus. Now, there's some smaller ones down here. Now, what you can actually do is you can actually eat the leaf bases of these things, and they're packed full of carbohydrates. So I'm going to give that a go now. That white fleshy part, that's the part that you eat. All right, let's give this a go. It's actually quite tasty. Yeah, packed full of carbohydrates. So if you ever lost out in the Northern Territory bush, these things are absolutely everywhere. There's thousands of them. So, you know, if you're ever lost, grab a pandanus leaf. Might save your life. So as beautiful as this is, I'm going to head back up to camp. I am parked pretty much right next to the trail, so, you know, I don't want anyone coming past and stealing any of my stuff. So, might have something to eat. I'm absolutely starving. So throwing the yabby pots in anyway. There's one there and there's one over there. I thought, well, if you don't try, you're never going to know. But I'm not very hopeful that this is actually going to work. So a bit of an update. I've just been kicking back and just enjoying myself for the last couple of hours. Yeah, just reading a bit of my book. Had a cup of soup and yeah, boiled up some more water. So I've got about 3 litres of water sitting there, just all ready to go. It's about 20 to 6 now, so yeah, I'm gonna start getting ready for some dinner. Gonna have those noodles. So when I'm out camping, I do enjoy to have a drink. So what I've actually brought is port. It's not the nicest of ports, but yeah, still pretty good. It's Brown Brothers one, so it's actually pretty sweet. Should have warned myself beforehand before buying it, they're always sweet ones. I would have actually preferred something a little bit more on the drier side. But yeah, you know what? It's actually going down all right. So I'm going to sit here and enjoy this for a little while. So one thing I've noticed about the water is it's got some colour to it. It's, you know, like it's not murky or anything like that, but it's just got this colour to it. It's sort of like a very light tea. It has actually got a fair bit of flavour, which, you know, it's not necessarily a bad thing. But, you know, if you were after, you know, crystal babbling brooks water that was crystal clear, sorry, you're not going to get it. But I'll tell you what, it tastes all right. So I'm going to, you know, finish drinking this so I can put the already boiled water from my billy back into this. So then this is stashed for later. And yeah, we'll get to work on cooking some noodles for dinner. So I've just put the billy on to boil because it's fresh creek water. So yeah, once that's boiled, yeah, then I'm going to take it off of there and put in some Migoreng noodles. They are, you know, if you're watching in other countries around the world, like, do you have Migoreng noodles? They're absolutely insane. So yeah, that's for dinner tonight. Alright, so I had to move the pot because I thought it was about to fall over. So, oh, just like it nearly did then, it is boiling. I'm going to take it off, put some noodles in there. A couple of packets of hot and spicy Migoreng. Alright. Back onto the fire, let that boil, and yeah, in 2 minutes, dinner. Alright, noodles have been boiling for about 2 minutes, so I'm going to take this off. Grab the lid, pour the juice off. Not bad. Give it a stir. Oh, look at that. And that is dinner. Dinner by the river. So if I'm doing it wrong, guys, tell me, drop a comment. This is a completely new thing for me, doing the whole bike packing camping thing. You know, the San Quentin definitely isn't the rig for it. One of the Marin Pine Mountains would probably be better. And actually, you know, being able to hang more stuff off of the bike. So I've just been using double-sided Velcro tape that I purchased from Bunnings to, you know, put a couple of things on my bike. It looks like there's a few things that I've already identified which I haven't used that, you know, I could have saved weight and space. One of those being the air mattress. I'm not going to use that tonight. You know, it's our wet season. It's still pretty hot. So anyway, I'm going to eat this. And yeah, catch up with you after. Can't see it, but the sun's just about to set, so that's actually pretty cool. So I got a serious case of the food sweats up after eating those hot Migoreng noodles. They are the spicy ones as well, so, you know, it was a double whammy of the heat from both ends. So I'm just going to sit here and sip my port and chill out for a while. I'm going to wait for the sun to go down. I'm just enjoying listening to the birds and the bees and the crickets and the water flowing and everything like that. And yeah, so sit here, sip my port, wait for the sun to go down. Okay, it just about looks like it, but it is not total pitch black yet. So what I thought I'd do is come out to a little bit of an open area, back up the track, and I'll show you these lights. So they're from awhile. If you want to check them out or buy them, just head down into the description. Description. There'll be links down in there. So this is the RL 1500. So this is the one that I've been using as a helmet light. Now, that's on the lowest setting, medium. Oop. What do we got here? Yep, so low, medium, high. Now, I can see more than clearly. It's probably about, I don't know, 45 meters away. And the only reason I can't see further is because of the long grass. So, you know, like this is my helmet torch. So, you know, this is the RL 1500. So it does the job pretty well. And yeah, I have no problems with it. The only thing that I'd really like is it hasn't got a lanyard for the back that attaches to your helmet. So that's the only thing I don't like about the awhile bike lights. But, you know, I suppose if you're riding around at night, you're going to, you know, and your light comes off, you're going to see it. So this one is the Ulti 2000, so from awhile. So the thing that I like about this one is it actually has that cool little digital display. So it's got 92% battery. That's, where are we? So there's actually a lot of functions on this one, so you got to muck around with it a bit. All right, so that is just the, yeah, so that one's just the, you know, the wide angle stuff. Then you have one thing. So you got a low, you got a medium, you got a high. Now, that's not even at full power and potential of what this torch can do. So if I go again, it switches it over to the other side. Low, oh, that's low, medium, high, oh, high now. Now, we're going to all three. So that is low, medium, high. Now, I can see quite clearly again, right up to there. So as you can see, like this one can be used as a helmet light as well. So I'd have no issue with doing that. So you know what? I reckon they're all right. So yeah, if you want to buy an O-light, just go down in the description below and yeah, hit the link and yeah, check them out for yourself. I've been using them for a few months now. I haven't really done that much night riding. So yeah, but you know, I've done enough to be able to warrant going, they're okay. So anyway, all right, so I'm back in the hammock, just swinging backwards and forwards, looking at a bit of bush TV. So anyway, guys, I don't even know if you can see me at the moment. I'm going to have a couple more ports and hit the sack early. So the time now is, what is the time? It's only 7:30, but you know what? I reckon I'll probably be asleep by about 8:30. May as well, you know, take advantage of, you know, the serenity while I can and, yeah, get a good night's sleep. I'll probably be up early, so, yeah, we'll go from there. Anyway, guys, good night. Good morning, everyone. Well, yeah, it was an alright night's sleep, considering. Yeah, did wake up. I don't think hammocks are necessarily the best thing for me, so I've been awake for maybe about an hour. It's 5:45 in the morning now, so I'm just making myself a cup of tea. I've got the fire going and put the billy on. So I've boiled some water, and yeah, I go 2 tea bags because I like my tea extra strong, and a couple of sugars as well. All right. Now, one thing I am going to do for a bit of weight saving next time is I'm actually going to bring powdered milk because you know, that in itself is actually pretty weighty. Yeah, so I reckon I'll probably go powdered milk next time. But let's see about getting some hot water in there. Nice cup of tea to start the day. The other thing as well is you've got to carry out everything that you carry in. So, a bug and another bug. Oh, look at that. The sun is just starting to rise, so it's a shame that there's all this tall grass around. It'd be kind of nice to, you know, see that sunrise and enjoy it. But you know what? Take the good with the bad. It's still a beautiful place. Time for some brekkie. So what I've brought for breakfast this morning is some muesli. So just going to throw that in the billy can and throw some milk in there as well. As you can probably tell, I like my muesli. There's a fair bit there. Alright, there's enough light now, so let's go check the yabby pots. So I still think there's going to be nothing in them. Nothing. Yeah, so no luck on the yabbies or the fishing. Oh well, that's just camping, I suppose. So it's starting to warm up a fair bit already, and it's not even 8 AM. So I've started to pack up camp, and yeah, I'm gonna make my way back to the car and go and find somewhere to catch a fish. I'm determined to catch a fish, and I'm gonna show you that I can catch a fish. So yeah, I'm gonna get packed up and get going. In the packing up phase, and like just as you can see, like my sleeping bag, my hammock and my pillow just take up so much room in my bag. So I know you can get smaller pillows than this one. Like, you know, this thing's absolutely huge, like, you know, in the, I suppose, in the realm of hiking pillows. So yeah, the hammock, it's a double hammock. I could have gone a single. The other thing as well is, like, I got a terrible pain in the middle of my shoulders during the night, so I don't really want to, you know, keep using that, because, you know, if I'm gonna not get a proper night's sleep, well, you know, that's no point. This, yes, you can definitely get smaller ones. They're bloody expensive though, so you know, that might be a future purchase down the track. So, you know, we'll get some money together and do it. So it's just a cheap brand, this one, you know, Denali. So, you know, it's just from Anaconda. Same with this as well. I believe this is Denali, or Headlands or something like that. So, you know, they're not expensive stuff, but this is actually a lot smaller than my previous sleeping bags. Anyway, I'm going to continue packing up. So I just found a little bush tick crawling around in my bike shorts. They were hanging up. So, well, apart from just sitting on the ground just then. So I think I might give myself a check over when I get home. Didn't realise that there was ticks out here, and it was one that I haven't seen before. Like, it was brown and had some white dashes and spots all over it. So yeah, might have to check myself when I get home. Alright, so should hopefully go a bit better for the ride back. So that's the air mattress that I didn't use last night. So I strapped that into the frame. That's my ground sheet. Those are the shoes that I was wearing yesterday. So I'll try to put a little bit more weight on the bike. What this actually really needs is something hanging off at the back. The other thing that was happening a lot yesterday was I had no weight over the front wheel. Everything was over the back. I could feel all the weight through my feet and my pedals. And yeah, when I was going uphill, the wheels started lifting. So yeah, one of the little things to overcome. All right, fire is well and truly out. I think I put maybe about 7 or 8 of these on there. So yeah, no chance of relighting. Checking to make sure there's no more ticks. pretty good. Kind of not looking forward to doing this. It's pretty much all uphill, and I've just been sweating bullets ever since I woke up. So I don't know, maybe I have a few too many ports last night. Definitely need a fat bike. It's really hard going. Oh, I've only done like just over over a kilometre, and it's really hard going. Just to, you know, decrease the weight as well, I'm drinking the water from my backpack, not the one that's in my frame. So, you know, just try and take that bit of extra weight off the back. But, you know, with this heavy pack, it's hard yakka. All right, I better continue going. Hello. Slowly as she goes. So this is the track that goes to the top of Robin Falls. Needless to say, I'm not doing this track today. What I remember is there's actually a really slatey part down there. But regardless, I'm not doing that today. I'm gonna go back to the car and finish up this awesome journey that we've been on. And we're back. Ew. Hello, baby. Oh, ice cold water that's clean. Didn't even have to boil it. Electrolytes. Fish on! Dirty stinking tarpon, but that's a fish. Go on, back in the water. Back in the water, buddy. Go, go, go. Hey, good lad.
Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed, and please remember to like, subscribe and share, and keep on living the Darwin mountain bike life.